DA Willis or anyone up there. But arrest, prosecution, one thing, right? Conviction is another, as we've seen in previous criminal trials, including gang trials. So what do you tell people still fearful that while we are seeing a reduction in crime, maybe in their neighborhood or their backyard, crime is not done away with altogether?
Crime is not done away with altogether. I think that's a true statement and probably a realistic statement for life. But the reality is, because the cases are better, when you hear the mayor talk about getting the cameras, not only from the cameras the city has provided, but getting the cameras from what the neighbors have provided, it makes for better prosecutions. The fact that the officers are now trained on how to put together a gang case, it makes for better prosecutions. We are at about a 90% conviction rate across different types of crimes. That's homicides, that's sexual assaults, which is really unheard of in the country. But we can't take the credit. We like to take the credit as a DA's office all by ourselves, but the reason we're able to do that is because we're requiring better cases from the start. And this chief, I just can't say enough good things about him. A lot of people operate in ego, and they operate in not wanting to get better and not wanting to get more advanced, but he is someone that has asked, okay, if our officers aren't doing a good job, can you bring us in for training? Can we see how to do it? Can we implement new policies, new rules? One of the areas that we're both frustrated in, and we've talked about, are domestic violence cases. So early on last year, we talked about a new method for tickets and the way that officers could record information so we could have better prosecutions in our domestic violence cases. It really is a group project, and us listening to each other of how do we get better for the community to keep us safer. So I think the community should take a lot of pride in the fact that, you hear all over the country crime is down, right? Not like in Atlanta. Here it's down in the double digits. In other cities, you're talking about 3, 4, 5%. We're talking about 19, 22, 26%. And I think the community can feel that things are getting better, but they're far from perfect. I think that we would all agree that they are far from perfect. These youth initiatives, that is not just talk. It's funny that we sit in Zone 3. I cannot tell you as a murder prosecutor how many cases I came and tried right out of Newtown Circle, which is up the street, or Thomasville, or violent crimes, maybe not a homicide, but someone being shot. I'm very familiar with where I stand because of my 20-year history, but our youth are hungry for opportunities. And so I think that this is an opportunity for the community to try to get involved to give our youth opportunities. When we started the REACH program 3 years ago, we had 140 students. That's all that enrolled over the Fulton County public school system. We're now over 500. We can't keep up with the capacity or the demand for them to have other opportunities. And so we definitely need these budgets financed in a proper way so that we can provide them with opportunities. But we need the community and nonprofits like Gary Davis' program and other programs involved, and he needs to be funded so he can do the work so we can help our youth, because they do want to do other things, and they are so capable of putting us all out of our jobs if we just show them the way.
So of course, when you guys arrest people who commit crimes, they most likely end up at the Wright Street Jail, Fulton County Jail. How are you guys helping out the sheriff's office with this, fixing the jail and